Hello and welcome back. Grillman's Garage. We're outside today. It's overcast, a few blue spots here and there, but it's about 8 degrees Celsius and the gusty winds are about 13 kilometers per hour, so pretty good. We're going to do it around the lake waypoint like we did last time, but I cut down the waypoints from 54 to 34, try to make it smoother. We're trying to get it down so we can do it every week to get a look at what it's like over time. Okay, so it's over the Boyd Lake thing here. 50 meters high, and we're going to have it go down about 45 degrees, go all the way around, then come back up again. Okay, it's on the pad. I'm nowhere near it, so we're just going to watch it get up. We're going to go and see what happens when it comes back, because there's nobody around there. There's no electronics on the table, nothing like that. And we've got the Osmo. The Osmo Action 4 camera doing the play-by-play. Okay, I have the internal mic there, and I have the mic here that goes into the screen recorder we got going here. Last time my screen recorder cut out, so this time we're going to see what happens, okay? Let's get going. Okay. There it is. Okay. I'm going to go forward. I'm not moving it from there. Going to go forward. Going to miss the camera. I'll go up a little bit. Over. Okay, I'm back in here. Head that way. And you can see it on the screen there. Up we go. Nice and slow. Get up to about 35 meters or so. And then we can start our waypoint mission. %59% in the battery. We should have enough. It's only about a 5-minute flight around. There we go. Come down a little bit. We go there. Look at this one. It's Boyd Lake 2. We just want to check to make sure we've got start, and at the end we have continue return to home. 2.5 meters per second, that's what we want, and we're gonna go. Poof. There we go. Still trying to get used to this Osmo Action. If I get in too close, I get too big. I mean, about here, maybe I can move it up and down a little bit. 2.7K there. Oh, there it goes. Okay, let's go to here. And what do we got? There we go. A little bit bigger. There we go. There we go. Okay, that should do it there. And it's going to go down to be horizontal. And it's going to go down 10% at each one till we get down to 50. It's going to go all the way around. Okay, we've got the recording going. We've got this recording going. We're good to go. And there it goes. I tried to smoothen out the circle, okay, because last time I thought it was too far down. It was going too fast, I thought. But I didn't have to go all the way down. So this time I've gone down gradually to that 45. I'm hoping 45 is enough for the 50. Was it 50? I think it was 50 degrees, right? So we're going to see how low that goes. So each one is 10 degrees, so at number 5 will be at 50. Okay, so this is the Osmo Action 4. I had it before. I don't know why I gave it back, and a deal came up and I saved like 80 bucks, 90 bucks, so I got it again, and I think it's doing pretty good. So we're going to look, everything's on auto. We've got the texture and the sharpness and the noise down 1. Everybody says to do that. I'm not much into photography, but we're going to see what it's like. Okay, this probably I could have tilted it up a little bit more. Let's do that. Let's just move this up a little bit while it's doing that. Okay, and we'll just get up just a wee bit. There we go. There we go. We just moved it up a little bit so I'm in the picture here. It's a pretty wide field of view. So we're going to see what happens, okay? The Action 4, it's got 2 microphones on the front, I guess it is, and in the center it's got a light meter, okay? and then after about 2 or 3 minutes, the screen on the front goes off, and I can still see it's recording me because there's a red flashing light. I may change that to always be on, but I know if I do that, I'm only gonna have maybe 20 minutes of recording time before it cuts out. If I touch it one more time, there you go, and I have to swipe up. There we go. Pardon my hands and stuff. I don't know how long it lasts. Maybe I'll time it and see how long. We've been recording for 5.5 minutes already. I like the format of the Action 4, okay, rather than my phone, because the phone, I got to plug everything into it and everything else, so it's kind of awkward. This one fits nicely. I can adjust it nicely, okay, and if I really want to, I can put the mini mic on it, okay, the DJI Mini mic. But I'm trying to figure out, I may not need that, okay, depending how close you want to come. Like if I sit back here, you're probably not going to hear much, okay, but I can come up, as I look in the mirror, I can come up in the mirror on the screen here, I can come up pretty well this close, and it's not too bad, okay. So we're going to see what it's like. And that's like having a selfie stick, okay? And you're doing like this. I could probably be a little even higher, but it's a learning curve. Oh, and we're about halfway around now, and we're having a look at it. So that 50 degrees is quite low down. Quite low down. I may change that to 40 degrees. We're now down at, that's 50 degrees. Okay. I'm just checking the numbers there. It says 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Ooh, somebody's firing shots out there. So it's 7 minutes, 8-minute flight time. We're at 42%. I thought it was going to be a 5-minute flight time. This is 8 minutes. And we're down. We've got 34 waypoints. That boom set the puppies off because they're out going to look, see what the noise is. Yeah, they're out there. All kinds of weird noises up and around here all the time, okay? Now it's down to the bottom end there. This area where it's flying now, I never really get to because it's too far from anything, okay? All the properties in the subdivision are way far away from it, but everything that backs onto it is conservation land, okay? So it's not available to anybody. It's like landlocked. You can't get to it. A little bit farther north than that, there's a private cottage up there with a big long driveway, but it doesn't own the land, you know, to the south of it. And all that land is, it's all landlocked. You can't get to it. So this is the only way you can have a look at it. So it's coming around now. Oh, we're just turning the panhandle. Okay, you see that in the little picture there on the right there, that tree? That's the one I lost my Hubsan Mini on, okay? And yeah, that was fun because we had to get the, as you know, the FEMA X8 SE 2022 out to rescue it, and that was fun. But this is all silt, remember that. You'll sink down up to your hip in a second, so it's pretty dangerous if you fall out of a canoe on it. So it's not a really, you know, it's not a real safe lake for swimming and stuff. It's nice to look at, and you can stick your feet off the end of a dock. When you come around, you're going to see the dock again, okay? I remember, was it last year? Year before last. The dock's been there for, I think, 10, 15 years. And it was so rotten that I stepped on it and put my foot straight through it. So we all replaced it all with new pressure treat wood, well, treated wood anyway, last year. So it's rock solid again. So that the tops, anyway, the frame was still good, but the top was all rotten. Here it comes up to the top here, and you're going to be able to see as you come up here. Where are we? Oh, we're halfway up the panhandle. Excuse me. Here we go. So we're halfway up the panhandle, and that little, not row, but that lane that you see there on the small little picture, you see that, and it's basically, it's called Jensen Lane because the developers of this property, their last name was Jensen, and they've made a memorial to one of them, and they've named the lane after them, and they've got a little memorial garden at the end there, etc., etc. It's a really nice, quiet place. And the lake is really, really quiet because it's basically private. The only people that know it's here are the people that live here. And you can't really do anything in it. You can't put a boat in it. You can't drive anything on it. You can't motorize anything. I can put my RC boats on, and I've done that. And I found a really nice place, really quiet place to put my boats. So I might do that a little later. Coming around, and it's just going to make that left turn all to the finish. And the big thing is going to be, is it going to come and land on the table? Because I'm not there. I'm not going to interfere with it. I'm going to stand way behind it and have a look. Okay? And we're going to see what happens. Okay? All right, well, just stand off to the side here. No, I'm going to stand way off. Then I don't have to interfere with it at all this time. And my chance, or my guess is it's probably going to land. And the people that made comments about it are probably right. The only thing I don't agree with is, well, you got to be up 7 meters before you take off, because 9 of the 10 online reviewers I've seen never do that. Oh, there it is. Green mile. Bring that down. There we are. It's coming home. So when it gets pretty close, I'm going to go way back to that tree back there. Okay? Not going to make a sound, and I'm going to see where it's going to go. I see it now coming over, over the tree there. Okay, I can hear it. There it is. And you see that line? It goes, there we go. Here it comes. I'm going to go back there. Finger on the pulse just in case. Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't like. Here we go. Nope, it just doesn't like the picnic table. But it's right on the money. It just doesn't like the picnic table. Oh, I gotta get in here. Here we go. Up. And down. And there we go. We got the DJI Mini 5 Pro and the RC2 on a really nice and simple Waypoint mission that I'm going to load at the end of this so you can see the full video. It was 2.7K. No, it was 4K at 50. There we go, 4K at 50. So it should have a little bit more detail than 30, but I have a problem on my old computer running 4K at 60, but I figured out a way I should be able to do 4K at 30, but that's why I really like 2.7K. Anyway, that's about it. Should be a pretty good one to watch. I'll put a little bit of music to it. Away we go. This is the second one, so lake number 2. And we're going to do one every week just to see how it changes. And then after, maybe by the new year, we'll put a whole bunch together so you'll see how it changes in one roundabout. Okay, till next time, take care. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, make a donation. You never know what we're going to get. Okay, till next time, take care. Bye now.